The Rivers State House of Assembly has rejected Governor Fubara's 19 commissioners, citing unconstitutional appointment. The Assembly claims Fubara swore in commissioners without legislative screening and confirmation, violating the 1999 Constitution. Now, the lawmakers have given Fubara a 48-hour ultimatum to submit a new list of commissioner nominees for screening and confirmation. They've also accused him of making other appointments to positions requiring Assembly approval without following due process. The Rivers State government has pushed back against the Assembly's directive, calling it unconstitutional and lacking legal framework. And also, the Commissioner for Environment, Sydney Tambari, argued that all current commissioners have already been properly screened and confirmed. Well, joining me to discuss this is Jackrich Sobomabo, is the former governorship candidate of NRM Rivers State. He joins virtually. Thank you for your time.
You're welcome. Good evening.
Good evening, Mr. Jackrich. Now, let me start by asking you your immediate reaction to what we are seeing in Rivers State. Number one, the ruling by the Supreme Court and its implication on governance in the state.
Well, the ruling of the Supreme Court, for me, I don't think I would have to say otherwise, being that the leader who is the governor of the state has decided to take responsibility. He said he's going to adhere to all the directives given by the Supreme Court. And so even though he has his reservations, we all may not be happy. For example, I am a supporter of the governor, and for the Supreme Court to have come out to give that judgment, even though I'm yet to see the CTC of the judgment. But you know, for the Supreme Court to decide or to direct the CBN or the Accountant General not to release allocations for Rivers State, it is almost, will I say, it is something that is not, it is not good at all, because the people of the state are the ones suffering the pain. The people of the state, the majority of the people of the state are not politicians. The electorate are people who go about their businesses. Most of them are civil servants. And when allocation is being denied them for them to receive their monthly salaries, that is even negative.
But what does this specifically? Sorry to interrupt you. But what does this?
It's not nice. But what are we going to do? We only have to adhere is the Supreme Court. So whatever decision the Supreme Court gives is final. And so the governor have directed that all local government chairmen immediately, with immediate effect, should hand over to the HLGs. I think that is the first step he has taken. And again, he has also said that waiting for the CTC copy of the judgment, he will also begin to adhere to the rest instructions. But until that is done, I don't think the governor has to do anything, because he will not begin to act without seeing the judgment itself.
Okay, now just quickly, I mean, going to the State House now, we know that the ruling also talks about the lawmakers in the House should return, and the governor should go back and represent the budget, and also, you know, practically redo the formalities. My question to you is this: where does this recent ruling leave Governor Fubara? Do you think right now, in 30 seconds, sir, Fubara has any leverage whatsoever, you know, as governor of the state, or probably is looking at an impeachment anytime soon?
Well, I am not a legislator, but you know, they should also know that he's the governor of the state. And they can't just wake up one morning and begin to give him that kind of conditions. Definitely presenting budgets or sending back new commissioners before them is something that he has to look inwardly. He cannot just wake up and just decide to say, you go to the State Assembly. He will not do that. But he will take his time to be able to know that, okay, he has to put things together, knowing that The Supreme Court has given its judgment, and the judgment may not be what he is expecting. It has taken him off balance. For that reason, he will have to put his house together to look at the next steps to take. They cannot just give the governor 48 hours to present other persons. Besides, it's not all the commissioners, the appointees, there are people that have not been screened. Most of them, there are about 4 or 5 of them, they have been screened before by them. So he has some persons to work with. He can decide to do whatever he wants. I don't think the governor is vulnerable.
All right. Thank you so much for your time on the program. Of course, we would have loved to extend this conversation, but we are really pressed for time. It's been an honor. Jackrich Sobomabo is the former governorship candidate of NRM, Rivers State, in 2023 elections. It's been a pleasure. Thank you, sir.